This is the okay. So if you raise your hand, this is the this is the left side of your body. So the heart, it goes slightly to the left side of our body, and it is protected by the ribs. Okay, one more time. Here it is. Okay, so it is in front of your right hand. This is the left side of our body. And as you can see here, the heart, it is inside the ribs. Ribs, these are the bones of our chest cavity, okay, to be protected by the ribs, as the heart is a muscle, okay? So at first, it is inside the chest cavity. Number two, the heart goes slightly to the left side. It is protected by the ribs, or it is inside the rib cage. Number three, it is a muscle. We studied before muscles in year 4, and we know that, we know, of course, biceps and triceps. This is the most common ones in our body. The heart as well is a muscle. So the heart is a muscle. There are no bones in the heart. So it should be protected by the ribs of our rib cage, okay? Because it is weak and it should be protected. This is gift from Allah. And we know that biceps and triceps muscles cover, we know that muscles cover the bones, but the heart, okay, there are no bones inside it. So it is the only muscle that doesn't cover any bone. The muscle is just a muscle that doesn't cover any bone except other muscles like biceps and triceps that covers our upper arm bone. So number one, the heart is inside our chest cavity. It goes slightly to the left side, protected by the ribs, and the only muscle that doesn't cover any bone. Of course, when you close your fist, your left hand, when you close your left hand, this is the size, or you have the same size of your heart. So it has the same size of your fist. Let's talk more in details about the heart. Again, the heart is a muscle, okay? As you can see, these are, or this movement is beating. Your heart beating when it makes boom, 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 boom. Okay, this is beating of your heart. Every beat, it squeezes blood to, or it pushes the blood from inside the heart to all your body parts. So when it makes this pump, so the blood goes to all over your body. Okay, it is, which is circulation, circulatory system. The same word. It means that the heart pumps blood through the body to all over parts of our body. Okay. Every time the muscle contract, it pumps blood. Look at this pumping, okay? المفروض اللي احنا اتفقنا that this side is the left or the right side. Of course, this is the left side. So in front of the right hand, this is the left side. And this side is the right side. Okay? Right, GHT side. Great. So the left side, as you can notice, there is red blood. So this red blood, okay, this is the blood which has oxygen. At first, this blood goes, at first this blood, at first this blood comes from the lung, okay, inside our heart. And after that, it goes down, and then through this tube, we are going to know it later, arteries to all parts of our body, up and down. This is blood carried or that carry oxygen gas. So in our left side of the heart, it has blood with oxygen. It has what? Blood with oxygen. At first, the blood with oxygen, it goes or it comes to the heart from the lung. And after that, it goes downward. And then when the heart makes this pumping or beating, okay, it squeezes blood to all body parts through the arteries. And look at the left side and look at the right side of the heart. We in the middle we have here the heart. Okay, the heart pushes the blood, okay, to our body parts with oxygen up and down. Okay, but it gains blood with carbon dioxide from all the body parts that comes inside the heart, after that to the lung, and then again to our body parts. Let's make it more clear, as it is very important thing. We should know it. Look at this slide. Okay. Here we have the heart in the middle, here the two lungs, and here the body. Okay, from the heart to the body, and from the heart, look at this. From the heart to the body, this is blood with oxygen. Okay. From carbon dioxide, which is CO2. After that, the CO2 goes to the lungs. The lungs here, this happens exchange. Carbon dioxide is going outside of our body with the exhalation process, and then we have oxygen, and from our body parts, okay, this is blood with the carbon dioxide goes to the heart. Then from the heart to the two lungs. After that, from the two lungs, which is blood with oxygen, to the heart. And then from the heart to all body parts. So this is a closed circulation. This is a closed circle. Okay, so the circulatory system, okay, which is a circle. It is a closed circle, not an opened circle. Okay, I hope you understood this very well. This part is very well. Okay, I think that's okay. Look at this. Here it's more clear. Okay, look at this part, which is here, the left side. The left side has oxygen, or has blood, oxygenated blood, blood with oxygen and the digested food goes from the heart to the body parts. After that, the body parts, okay, sends blood with carbon dioxide to the heart. After that, the heart sends this deoxygenated blood or blood without oxygen to the lung. And after that, the lung will send the oxygen, will get rid of carbon dioxide, and then blood with oxygen will go one more time to the heart, okay? And finally, will go from the heart to all body parts. Don't forget that the left side of our body, or the left side of our heart, has oxygenated blood, which is blood with digested food and the oxygen gas, okay, which is very important. Digested food means the nutrients, by the way, which is very important to all cells of our body. And the right side of our heart, it has blood without oxygen or with carbon dioxide, and it exchanges the heart, it exchanges in the lungs, in the two lungs, okay, so that the two lungs get rid of them. When you exhale, when you breathe out, you get rid of carbon dioxide, which is a waste. And finally, there will be oxygenated blood in our body. Okay, this is the animated picture for the lungs, the heart, and the body. As you can see, it is a closed operation that happens in our body, from the heart to the body, from the body to the heart to the lungs. There is exchange here between gases, and then blood with oxygen will go again to our heart. After that, to our body with the oxygenated blood that we get benefit, or all cells of our body get benefit of. This is the last thing in the heart, which is pom, pom, pom. Pom, 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 this is called the heart beats. Our heart beats, or when our heart beats, it squeezes blood. It pushes the blood all over our body with oxygen, طبعا. The number of heartbeats in a minute, this is called the heart rate. This is really, really important definition. You should save it very well. This is the number of heartbeats in a minute. And the heart, our heart beats from 60 to 100 beats per minute. It changes from the child to the adult person. So the average about from 60 to 70 beats in a minute, not seconds. It's very important definition. You have to save it. Number two, so at first we talked about the heart. Number two, or the second component of our circulatory system, which is the blood. Okay, can you see the blood? Great. So the blood here, as you can see, it flows inside tubes. Okay, of course, it is a liquid, red liquid. It flows around the body inside vessels. Inside vessels. And this is the third component. But let us talk about the blood. At first, it is a red liquid, as you can see. It flows around the body. Number three, it carries food particles. It carries the digested food, the nutrients, and the oxygen, and it sends it to all our body parts. So when you breathe oxygen, oxygen will go with the blood to all cells of your body. when you eat, the nutrients and the vitamins will go to all cells of your body to grow, to get benefits of, and it is carried by the blood. Also, wastes as carbon dioxide and wastes of food that the body should get rid of, it also carried with the blood. As I showed you before in this slide, okay, in the left and in the right side of the heart. So the blood here has, in the left side of our body, it has blood with oxygen and the nutrients. And when the body wants to get rid of wastes like carbon dioxide, like wastes of undigested foods, wastes of food, also it goes through the blood to the kidneys and to the lungs to get rid of these wastes. Kidneys, they get rid of urea and urine, which is very bad and very bad to our body. And the lungs, okay, it gets rid of carbon dioxide, which is a wasted gas. So all of these things are carried by the blood. The blood, okay, is carried inside vessels or in vessels. The blood goes through it. We have actually three types of vessels, which are these tubes. Number one, artery, blood capillaries, and vein. These are the three types of blood vessels that we have. All of them inside the blood, but artery, it is from the heart, so it has oxygenated blood with oxygen and nutrients, digested foods. The body parts will give benefit of. Blood capillaries, which is like these thin tubes, makes this web. And the vein, it goes to the heart, from the body to the heart, so that because it has wastes and carbon dioxide, which is a wasted gas. Let's talk more in details about the artery. So the artery, it carries blood, it contains food and oxygen away from the heart to the body. It has thick, elastic muscular wall. It has thick walls. Okay. After that, it goes, or it branches into small arteries, and then we have the capillaries. So the capillaries, it connects veins with arteries. Capillaries joins the arteries with veins. They are very narrow. They are very thin walls, and they exchange oxygen and the food to move through the body. After that, we have a small vein, and then we have the vein. The vein, as you can you see the thickness of the vein and the thickness of the artery? The artery is thicker, has thicker walls than the vein. And the vein, it carries blood, contains wastes such as carbon dioxide from the body toward the heart. Again, one more time, this is artery, okay? So the artery has blood with oxygen and nutrients or digested foods. It has thick walls, thick muscular wall. This is the first blood vessel that we have. Number two, we have the vein. The vein has blood contains carbon dioxide, it goes from the body to the heart to be oxygenated blood, okay? And after that, it has thin, elastic, muscular wall. And these are the capillaries that connects, as here, that connects the arteries with the veins. These are very thin, as you can see here. It is a microscopic 3D picture for our blood capillaries. It allows blood, or it allows oxygen and the food to move through them, and there are here exchange between oxygen and the carbon dioxide. It connects veins with arteries. Look at this again, one more time. It's a very important thing. So from the heart to the body, from the body, deoxygenated blood with no oxygen to the heart, and then to the lungs. There is exchange here, carbon dioxide with oxygen. We get rid of carbon dioxide through the lungs, and then we have oxygen gas that will go again to the heart, and then when heart beats, it goes to all over the body with blood with oxygen. By the way, we can see blood vessels under our skin very clearly. Okay, when you look in your arm, you can see very clearly your vessels, or about blue vessels. These are veins, and inside it there are deeper we can find arteries that has oxygenated blood with oxygen and digested food. Let's discuss the first question that we have from the past paper here. Number one, you have to complete these sentences about the body organs, and it is very easy. Number one, when you look at this diagram, what is the organ that filter wastes are called what? But before we finish, I would like to thank you all, and I would like as well to summarize what we said today. Number one, we talked about in general the body organs and its function in general. Number two, we talked about the circulatory system, and we talked about the components of the circulatory system, which is the heart, the blood, and the veins. And here are some questions from the past paper about what we studied today. The organs that filter wastes are called what? What do you think? I would like you to share me. It would be my pleasure, by the way. Okay, so these are kidneys. Number two, what is the organ that help us to breathe? The organs that help us to breathe. Thank you, Lena. Okay, what about the second one? Can you think about it? You can send me a message. The organs that help us to breathe are called what? It's very easy. There are gases exchange happens in it. These are the lungs. Number three, the major organ of the circulatory system is what? The major organ in the circulatory system, which is the heart. Great. Let's move on to the rest. We didn't finish the same question yet. We have another slide for it. Okay. And here it is. Okay. What is the major organ of the nervous system? What is the major organ of the nervous system? You have here the picture. Of course, it is the brain. And then an important organ of the digestive system is what? What is this? Thank you, Alina. You're amazing. Lina answered very, very good. Here we have the stomach. M-A-C-H. Okay, moving on to the next slide. I want you all think about this question. Think about this question, please. Here it is, and you can send me a message. Let me read it for you. The heart is an important organ. Here is a diagram for the heart and the blood vessels. And you have to choose between these choices. The heart pumps blood through the blood vessels in the body. Which statement about the heart is false? Which statement we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 statements. They are all correct, but what is the false one? We need to make a circle around it. Okay, do you think the heart keeps the blood moving? Is this true or false? Of course, it's a correct statement. Number 2, it pumps blood to the feet. Of course, it sends blood to all body parts. It moves oxygen to the brain. Yes, I think so. And of course, it breathes out carbon dioxide. Okay, thank you again, Yalina. Then let's move to the next slide. Here we have blood is pumped to and from parts of the body. Which two of these are correct? So we have here 2 correct statements for blood from the pump. From and to. Do you think the blood goes from the body to the heart? I mean, blood is pumped by to and from the parts of the body. Okay, from the lungs to the body, from the heart to the lungs, from the heart to the body. So which 2 correct statements that we have? We have here this one. The heart is pumped from the heart to the lungs. As you can see here in this statement, in this picture, I will show it to you. And from the heart to the body, these are the correct statements that we have. Okay. From the lungs to the body? No, from the lungs to the heart. And from the heart to the lungs. From the heart to the body. Let me show it to you. Look at this. Look at this diagram. So from the heart, deoxygenated blood to the heart. From the heart to the lungs. And from what we have, and from the heart to the body, and from the heart to the body, this is the oxygenated blood. I hope it is clear for you. We have here the last slide that we have today. Name 2 statements that the blood carries to be used by cells in the body. What are the things, or what are the things that the blood carries and all body parts can get benefit of. Number one, the lungs to and the body, oxygen. Thank you so much. Oxygen. Nutrients, برافو. Oxygen and nutrients. برافو عليكي يا لينا، برافو عليكي. طبعا احنا عندنا the two things that are carried by the blood to all over the body. Number one, let's write it. Nutrients, R-I-E-N-T-S, and we have oxygen, Y-G-E-N. Let us read the last question that we have in this session. Name one substance carried by the blood to the lungs so it can be removed from the body. We have a thing that is carried. Thank you so much. برافو عليك يا لينا، برافو عليك. برافو عليك. You're amazing. برافو عليكي. يبقى هنا of course it is carbon dioxide. تمام. Carbon dioxide, it is a wasted gas that is carried from the blood to the lungs, and then the lungs get rid of it. After that, we have oxygen with the blood to the heart to the body parts. طيب احنا كده خلصنا السيشن او الدرس اللي احنا المفروض الفري سيشن او الدرس اول درس في المنهج. طيب احنا هنعمل ايه through our sessions؟ المفروض اللي احنا السيشنز بتاعتنا هتكون عبارة عن explaining للليسنز، شرح للدروس. هتكون طبعا في حل على طول للكلاسيفايد وحل على طول للفاست بيبر. انا بس محتاجة اشير معاكم الفاست بيبر اللي احنا هنشتغل منها ان شاء الله. يعني لو احنا يعني مع بعض الفاست بيبر، بصوا كده معايا. المفروض اللي احنا عندنا حوالي عندنا exams. الاكزامز دي من 2007 to 2020، وفي كمان 21 22 ولاست 1 اللي هو اخر حاجه للتشيك بوينت نازله اللي هو 23 بيبر 1 وبيبر 2. فاحنا عندنا اكتر من حوالي اكتر من يعني اقول اكتر من 20 امتحان من سنه 2007. تمام. المفروض اللي احنا على طول بنحلها، وبنحل كمان الكلاسيفايد لو انتم شايفينها دلوقتي. الكلاسيفايد ديت في طبعا كلاسيفايد للبايو وفي كلاسيفايد للكيمستري. فالحاجات دي المفروض اللي احنا هتتحل على طول، لان يعني بنتدرب على النمط بتاع الاكزام. كمان بيكون في كويزز كل فتره، يعني كل اسبوع بيكون في كويز او السيشن بتاعت الكويز. ده بيكون على التوبيك اللي احنا اخذناه، غير طبعا الهوم ووركس اللي احنا بناخدها. ف I hope it is a good year for you and a successful year for you ان شاء الله. بتمنى ان انا اكون افدتكم النهارده. شكرا لكم جدا. مع السلامه.